Hello, it's Ashley here from Paper&Twine, and I thought I would come on today to show you an in-depth flip through of the mini A to Z album I made for Anne Lane. Now, this has been a very long time in the making, and Anne won this as part of her first prize for my Glad to Be Alive Challenge 2022. And here we are in the middle of March as I'm filming this, 2023. I think my giveaway closed in August, and then I had to wait a while for Anne to send me her list. And then I just lost my mojo on it, and I made everything else, and everything else has been ready, as you'd have seen in a previous video. But I'm really pleased with what I've done. And so I thought, as I will be launching my Glad to Be Alive 2023 challenge at some point in April, this is an example of what you could win, because again, my prizes will be bespoke. So Anne sent me a list, and bless her, it was quite a short list. Originally she said, I'm happy for you to make whatever you want, which wasn't helpful, bless her. I'm not having a go at Anne, so don't get on me. Yeah. The purpose of this prize was for it to be bespoke to the person, and I really wanted her input on it. So anyway, we got a list. And yes, I started, and then I ground to a halt, and I've emailed Anne several times and apologised for my tardiness, but I hope that she will like this. And I also thought it would be helpful to do a flip through, because quite often when I've made albums for people, they've missed things. So yes, so I thought, as she's waited so long for it, she deserved a box for her album to go through. So I've made a box. I wanted the base to be a reinforced base, but the dimensions of the box, I hadn't got any card big enough. I needed a 34 centimetre square piece of card, while A3 is not deep enough. I think it's 31 centimetres or something. It's the length of a piece of A4, isn't it? The short side of a piece of A3, and 12 by 12 obviously is just over 30 centimeters. So the base isn't reinforced, but the lid is. So the lid is shallower. It is a snug fit, and I've decorated the box in this gorgeous, I've got a piece here for you, this gorgeous Wonderland paper from Stamperia, and it's the first time I've used it. And oh yes, I'm going to be making my Mum and Mother's Day card from it, I think. So this is off the cover. I love this little dragonfly image, and I've just put a little Tim Holtz clipping to Dreamland on there, because hopefully as Anne looks through her little album, it will make her think of things that are happy. I might put a square of paper on the bottom, but I don't know. So the lid comes off, and you can see the base. And then here is the album itself. And again, it's covered with paper from the Wonderland collection. And I've put Anne's little A to Z book of favourite things. And another Tim Holtz clipping, favourite tales. The words are from my 1950s Enid Blyton book. I spent a long time scouring. There's lots of Anne in there, because there's a girl in some of the stories called Anne, but scouring for Anne's, it took me some time. And then this ribbon, I love the colour of this ribbon. And I have to say, actually, I'm going to go off on one here. Sorry, this is supposed to be a really nice video. But what is going on with the range? I used to be able to get a really good, pardon the pun or repetition of words, range, I should have said variety, of ribbons, and different lengths, different colours, well, not different lengths, different widths, and they don't stock them anymore. They're phasing all of that collection out. But anyway, this ribbon is from Elderflower Stitches from my Yarn Advent, and it just kind of ties in nicely. But here we go. It is a little bit of a chonker, and the spine is a bit stiff, but you can see I've covered it inside. So we've got little things on here. The pages are 3 inches square. So A was for adventure, and I've added Alice, artist's trading cards, Art, Apples, ATCs and Anne. So quite a simple page. So this is one of my inky backgrounds, and this is an inky background. And then I've got that stamp from Funky Fossil, which has got for the back of artist trading cards. So I just stamped the top bit of it on there. Then B was for books and Belgium, because Anne is from Belgium. So I've got this paper here, which is Do Crafts, and it's got the different Roald Dahl books on there. And then we've got a little map of Belgium. And we've got a little flippy up bit here, just out of one of my encyclopedias, just a little bit of what Belgium is all about. So B is for books, Belgium, blue, the colour, not my cat, and our friend Betsy Doodle. And there is a little bird, the Belgian flag. I hope I've stuck it up the right way. And then this is just a kind of generic Belgian photo off the internet, and another one there. So that kind of flips like that. And then we've got some Belgian chocolate. We've got another little bit of books and some blue, buttons, beads and botanical images. And then here's some blue paper and a little die cut butterfly. So that goes down like so. That flips over. And then C, she put Chili, who is one of her cats, not the Spice. So yes, so this is C. So I've got a cat image. That is a Funky Fossil stamp. And then just some dictionary paper with C. This is a photo of her cat Chili. And then I've put C is for chili, cats, colour and crafting with creativity. I've just got some colourful paper, some more Do Crafts colourful paper from the Roald Dahl collection. D, Anne chose dandelions and daffodils. So we've got some graphic 45 paper here with a daffodil on, and it's also got a daisy. Then you lift it up. We've got a little stamped image of a mouse holding a dandelion clock, and another daffodil. So some printed paper here. So D is for dedication, daffodils, daisies and dandelions, and I've just done some stamping on some inky background. And fun days crafting with dies. So that goes like that and folds down. And then over here we've got E. So for E, Anne chose Easter. So on this page I've got a little Tim Holtz clipping which says Easter. And you lift up this little ticket, this little piece of ephemera, Tim Holtz ephemera. And it says E is for Easter, eggs, exploring and ephemera. And on some of my background paper here, there's a little bunny, Easter bunny, and a little Easter chick. And then I've got this graphic 45 strip of eggs, which comes down like this. And it says, embark, express, everyday, and eggs on the back there. And then for F, Anne chose family. So this is a little photograph of her family that she sent me. And this is quite a simple one. F is for family, friends, flowers and fairies. So just a little scrap of graphic 45 fairy paper there. And here as well. And then I've just die cut some little tiny flowers, put little sparkly gems in there. And it's got fairyland and there's a little tiny fairy there. That is F. It is quite a chunk of this little album, and yeah, the spine is quite stiff. Now this has got a little tiny bit damaged as I was slotting it in. So for G, Anne chose ginger house. So I interpreted that as a gingerbread house, which is this here. So G is for gingerbread house, green, gingham and glitter. We've got gingerbread there, a little bit of my inky paper, some gingham paper and a little tiny bit of glitter. And we've got glitter what do you call them, glossy gems from Julie Hickey. They're very slightly glittery red. And then for H, let me just have a slurp of my coffee. Oh, I hope you've all got a drink. I should have said settle down, get yourself a drink. This is going to be a long one. So for H, Anne chose happiness and Harry Potter. So I chose some Harry Potter images. I've got, this actually should be like that. So we've got Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. And then on this side, we've got another picture of Harry Potter. And then we've got H is for happiness, Harry Potter and hedgehogs and home. So on here, there's a tiny, well, I don't know if you can see, very subtle hedgehog. This paper was from a Papercraft Society box. I think it was last year, or it might even have been the year before. No, it wouldn't have been the year before. Went out March time-ish last year. I think it was an RSPB one. And then this opens out and you've got the Harry Potter main characters there. And then on the back here, I've just done some die cut little houses. So that is H. You sit like that. Then I, oh, I'm giving it away. Oh, hold on. What has happened here? Oh no. What has happened? What has happened? Oh, that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. All is good. All is good. Oh, I is for ice cream, and I don't know whether I'm pronouncing it right. Isegem, which is Anne's hometown in Belgium. So this is a picture of the station in Isegem. Thank God for Google Images. And then this opens out like so. We've got ice cream, so I've stamped and watercoloured little, I think it's Colorado stamp. I won this as part of my prize. Wasn't that lovely, the little mouse holding the ice cream, and then just the word yum. This is on background paper that I've just inked lightly. Some Haagen-Dazs ice cream. Do you know, I haven't had Haagen-Dazs ice cream for years and years and years and years and years because... oh, and I chose that one because it's Belgian chocolate and the Belgian connection. Yeah, everybody goes Ben and Jerry's now, don't they? Is it Ben and Jerry's? Yeah. And then, so I is for Isegem. Again, apologies if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Ice cream, ink, imagination and icicles. And then we just got some different ice cream paper there that I found in my stash. So that was I. Oh, and I've just noticed I haven't got a letter I, and I need to rectify that, don't I? J was for jelly beans. There's a real food theme going on here, isn't there? Now, I have to say that I am a huge Jelly Belly jelly bean fan. I think they are the best on the market, but they are hideously expensive. A close second is Aldi's, actually. You can actually discern the different flavours in there, whereas some of the really, really cheap brands, it's just sugar and colour, isn't it? So J is for Jelly Belly jelly beans. And yeah, I couldn't resist that picture there. And I've just put jellyfish and joy as well, just to bulk it out a little bit. I hope that's all right, Anne. That goes there like that. This is a little tiny page. K was for kindness. And again, it's just on one of my inky backgrounds. And I've put little arrow to the word kindness from the dictionary. And I kind of accented it with a bit of crackle accents. Put that down a bit like that. Then L was for love and laughter. So this is one of my favourite stamps I've got. It's a little J. Firth Young Paper Artsy Mini. So I've done that on, again, one of my, this is a Cosmic Shimmer background. And on this page here, we've got live, love, laugh. And then I've got lesser spotted woodpecker. And this folds down. Again, it's on a little bit of background paper. This folds down. So L is for love and laughter and Lavinia stamps, because we all like a Lavinia stamp, don't we? So I've stenciled there with a Lavinia stencil, and then done again another Lavinia stencil, and then this is stamping. Got the pound Pippin, the pound mushrooms and a little foliage. It's very difficult to show you because it's such a chunky album. I need to learn different signatures, so perhaps that'll be the goal for this year. Then M was for Mocha Double Choc, and I've just kind of done a little bit extra. So this lifts up. So we've got part of a map. I think this is Tim Holtz paper, and it's got Mongolia. This was a 12 by 12 sheet, I believe, or it might have been 8 by 8, and I've cut it down and I found the bit that's got Mongolia in it because that begins with M. So M, this lifts up, is for Double Choc Mocha, Music, Maps and the Mad Hatter. So I've fussy cut from some paper that I've got, the Mad Hatter. And then this here, Moon, and this is Dawn Sutton sent me this. Have I gone mad? I'm afraid so. You're entirely bonkers, but I'll tell you a secret. All the best people are. So I think that's quite cute. Then I've got some vellum manuscript paper to kind of highlight the music. And there is the Double Choc Mocha hiding under there. So that goes down like that. Then N was for nature. So this is Graphic 45. Is it called Woodland Friends or Forest? I get this and the Stamperia one mixed up, but I've bought multiple of this because I love it. So yeah, you've got a little owl there, you've got a bunny rabbit, you've got all the trees, you've got a little, I presume it's a bee, squirrels, yeah, and leaves. And then I've just, the reverse of that's lovely with the raccoon and the fox tail and the mushrooms. And I've just got natural and nature out of the dictionary. And then another little bit here of the paper, same paper collection with the bird nest and the little bird. I think it might be a bluebird. It says be curious. And then I've just put this here, all creatures great and small. Not entirely straight, Ashley. Never mind. It is handmade, not perfect. And then you've got a little pocket here, and it's got some little bits that you can take out. Everyone needs a friend. And then, yes, and you can see now that I've taken those out, you can see that little border strip there with the stag and the fox. Light is awful today, I am sorry. Let's put that back in there. Oh, I can't, it's very fiddly. I love that little bit. So just using little scraps, it's a little frippery, isn't it? Little frippery. Let's see if this light will make any difference. It is very grey out, and my lamp, the bulb is really faded. And then we've got nature here. So this was one of my inky backgrounds, and I thought it would be appropriate to use the stamp collection that I designed in conjunction with Craft Stash. What am I talking about? Craft Stash last year. So this is the stamps, yeah, on there. So that was N for nature. I enjoyed that page. And O is for Oreo cookies. So I've cut this out here, and then it opens up. O is for Oreo cookies, orange and owls. And I've just to fill that little bit up there, I've just put a little bit of dictionary page with O's on it. Order, because I think Annie's quite ordered, you know. And there's another bit from that Graphic 45 paper collection with the owl, and again it says be curious. P was for pepper, again not the vegetable, or is it a fruit? Is pepper a fruit because it's got seeds? I don't know. Not the spice or the fruit salad vegetable, but her cat. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Lovely pussycat with blue eyes. It'd help if I was in shot, wouldn't it? So this is on one of my backgrounds. So P is for peace, people, pepper, purple, papercraft, pansies and petals. So I've just put some paper there. And then Q was for quilt. I enjoyed this page as well. So I've got a set of tiny hexagon nesting dies, tiny, and it's got this stitched detail. So I just found bits of paper in my stash and die cut lots of different hexagons to make the patchwork quilt. And then we've got quilt and quilting from the dictionary, and interestingly quilling, which is also a craft, isn't it? So I thought that was appropriate there, and I love these colours. Got little bits of my backgrounds and then nice pretty bright papers. Then R was for rose and rainbow. Now ages ago I did a commission. I don't even know whether it's been published yet actually, and I was experimenting with texture paste, crackle paste, through a stencil, and this is a rose, so I thought that would be interesting. This is on one of my backgrounds, a little bit of stenciling in the background there. So we've got R is for roses, rainbows and rabbits, and I've just got a little bit more of that paper there from the Graphic 45 collection. And then rainbows, I've used Cosmic Shimmer Pixie Powders. Richard of York gave Battle in Vain, which is the little mnemonic we say to help us remember the order of the colours in a rainbow. And I've just painted the rainbows there, and then found a background which had got most of the rainbow colours on it. So that was that. S, we're getting there, guys. How are we doing? 21 minutes. Oh, I would say there's probably, I don't know, with all the planning and thinking and fiddling, I would say there's probably 30 hours work in this, if not more. I don't know. I should have kept a log, shouldn't I? But S is for salt. Again, not the condiment, but her cat. So we've got salt, pepper and chilli so far. I don't know whether salt is male or female, but they look rather magnificent, don't they? Look at that lovely little cat mouths. We've got another cat here. I'll talk about that in a minute. So S, this opens this way. And we've got S is for salt, squirrels, stags, stamping and stenciling. So on the background there, I've stenciled a little bit, done a little bit of stamping and fussy cut this stag. That is stamp area. This is Graphic 45 again. There we go. And then T is for Tigger. I don't know how you pronounce that. T-get-to-G? I don't know. And that is another of Anne's cats. And yeah, she put Tigger. That was it. Yeah, that was the only thing that she put in there. When I first saw Tigger, I thought she meant Tigger from Winnie the Pooh, but no. So I like this page, actually. So you open this up, and then there's a little pocket here, and it's got a little tag in it, which you remove, which has got a toadstool on it. And this is on one of my little backgrounds. I die cut this little tag. It's not a pre-bought one. And put T is for Tigger, tags, tuck spots, and Tim Holtz. And we've got a Tim Holtz clipping that says today, so that goes in there. I fussy cut a photo booth image, Tim Holtz photo booth. This is Tim Holtz background paper, and I've just put travellers and travelling because it ties in with the letter T. Then U was for umbrella. So again, I've just made a little tag. It's got an umbrella on it. This is Graphic 45 paper with the umbrellas on, and it just says U is for, I don't know what this is. I just found a scrap of stamp area paper that had got that on it. Umbrellas and being unique. V is for violets. W, I like this one. W is for woodland, and I've put wonderland as well. So this is all stamp area. Is it the forest? I want to say it's forest, or maybe it's woodland. Yeah, I think the Graphic 45 is Forest Friends, and I think this is woodland. Oh, I don't know. Yes, so I've made a little there, little pocket here, and then then I've got wonder there. And then on a bulb pin, I've just cut these images, all of woodland, from the Stamperia paper. Love it. And then these are like little journaling cards on the back. So if Anne wanted to, she could write little notes on the back there. But I love those bits. And that's why I've bought multiples of the Woodland, because I like to do things with those little tiny cut aparts. They're on one page. Let's sit you back in your little thing. Now I learned something, because X was for X-ray fish. So I did a Google search. What is X-ray fish? They're actually tetras. That's the name for tetra. So here is a Google image that I found. Another Google image that I found. And then I've just stenciled. It's actually a plus sign. I think it's from Carrie Gibson. But I've used it as an X. And X is for X. The X-ray fish is known for its translucent skin, hence its common name. And there's another picture of an X-ray fish. Y was for Yankee candles. So I just did this little bit here. So Yorkshire pudding, young, yellow. So Y is for Yankee candles, yellow and you. And there's a Yankee candle logo. And then finally, Z is for Zentangle. Now I know that Anne is very good at Zentangling. This was one of my first attempts. And I'm quite pleased with it actually for a first attempt. I did kind of copy an image on Pinterest. It's not my idea, but it's something I want to do more of. And like a lot of people, I've had these Micron pens, but being left-handed, the nib is not very good for me. So yeah, I've recently discovered in the range these Uniball ones, or Unipin, and they come in not as wide a variety, but this brush 0.05, 0.03 or 0.03 and 3, and the tips of those seem to suit me better, but I didn't buy those until after I'd done this. And then there's the back cover, there's the back cover, there's the back. We'll tie it up and put it in the box. So thank you for staying with me for nearly half an hour. Not my best filmed video. I keep getting out of shot. Probably should have had my camera slightly higher up, but stay tuned for the next challenge that I shall be doing, my Glad to Be Alive 2023. I think it'll be 22nd of April, because that's the day that I got diagnosed. And yes, I will be saying what the challenge will be for this year, and you could be in with a chance of winning your own little mini album. Do take care, everybody. I will be back soon.